Hello, Captains. It's the Doctor. Welcome back to more Let's Play Star Trek Online on Rami Summers. This is the free-to-play playthrough. In our last mission, we are in the... hold on, let me get the names exactly right here. The Romulan Mystery. And we did, in the last mission, Mine Enemy. Now it's time for a new one called Frozen. Note we are Captain 38 now. We have gone up to that level. So we are actually very close from 40, which, as I hear, is pretty much end-game ship for free-to-play players because they don't get a free ship at level 50 or 60. We will find out because I am very curious about that and how it works out. But this Defiant that we've been in has been really good for us. And actually, if I wanted to even keep this ship as an in-game ship, I mean, it would not be the most terrible ship to use. It's pretty good. It can have a lot of versatility to it. But anyway, you probably wouldn't keep it. If you were going to go the Defiant route, you'd probably go with the Z-Store Defiant Refit or Retrofit. Or I think they call it a refit, which has better specs and everything and is a higher tier ship. But anyway, we'll get into all that eventually. I'm looking forward to see how it works. Because we're so close to 40 right now, what I'm probably going to do is finish out the Romulan Mystery with the Defiant, even though we're probably going to go over level 40. We've got Frozen, Coliseum, and Cutting the Cord. These are 3 full missions. This last one is not really a mission. These last 3 here will definitely take us over 40. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to wait and not upgrade our Defiant until after we finish the complete Romulan Mystery, because there's no point in changing ship midstream. I'll wait and change ship when we get to the Cardassian Struggle, and then from there on we will be using a new ship. Okay, so back to Frozen. A tricky political situation must be resolved with quick thinking and a deal that could backfire.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Riemann settlement in the Dara system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. This may be a completely internal matter, and if so, the Prime Directive will come into play. We will not be able to interfere. But if there is an outside influence directing these matters, we must know what it is. Our encounters with the Undine and the Changelings have proven that there are entities attempting to move the powers of the Quadrant like pieces in a cow-toe game. It is essential to protecting the Federation to see these attempts for what they are and counter them. I want you to go to the Dara system and learn more about the Riemann uprising. The Riemanns will have hidden their base, so you may have to use subterfuge to find it. One more thing. I realize this is a dangerous situation and that you may be drawn into conflict, but do not antagonize the Riemanns or the Romulans if you can avoid doing so. We are already at war with the Klingon Empire. I would prefer to avoid another extended conflict.
Indeed. Okay, let's go to the Dara system. Our reward will actually be a Romulan weapon, which is quite nice. Being a Federation character, get to use another enemy faction's weaponry, either a Romulan disruptor split beam or a wide beam pistol. Quite nice. So we need to go to the Dara system, which is way over here. So we are heading there now. Now, there are many other things that I could be doing besides just playing the missions. I've so far been playing all the missions straight through without really taking a break. Just playing the missions straight through and building a new ship and going on and on that way. But there are these things in this game called patrols. And the way you find them now is that you pretty much just fly to the planet, literally, any random planet, just fly toward it. And if it says patrol blah 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 system, you found a patrol. And you can pretty much run these at any level. And basically, it's a little mini mission. It's not as typically as long as a main mission. They're a lot shorter, but pretty much they are kind of grindy. But the goal of them is just to earn more skill points, expertise, and that sort of thing. So that's what you'll get out of them. It is a good way to help build energy credits if you're low on energy credits, because you can loot all the items in the patrol, and then of course go sell them and get some energy credits that way. And it's also good for gaining a lot of expertise and skill points if you need them. It will also help you level up in the game if you're having trouble doing that, but I'm really not having any trouble. The reason why I haven't done any patrols yet is that so far on this free-to-play character here, I haven't felt the need to do any patrols. I've been leveling very quickly. We're only in the Romulan arc, and I'm already at 40. I'm only 20 away from max in-game level. And now that they've added the Iconian missions and everything to the actual missioning up to level 60, I think we're going to have more missions than we are skill levels to raise. So I don't have the need to really do a lot of patrols for leveling. But it is something you could do. And in the past, it was kind of necessary because the leveling took a lot longer. And it was necessary to do things like patrols to earn skill points and everything to get to where you needed to get to. But it appears that right now, that is not the case. One does not need to do patrols. But I still do want to show you those patrols eventually. Now there's a lot of them, so it would take a lot of videos to show you the patrols. But maybe what I'll do is a series on those patrols, since I haven't done them on this free-to-play character at all. All of them will be available to me, so maybe what I'll do is like a separate video series just on patrols and do all of the patrols, and in that way you will see what they are like. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of point that out. Alright, let's begin Frozen. Any day now. I hate these long loads. Who knows why it does this? Come on, you can do it. 1%. Can I get a 2%? Can I get a 2? Do I hear a 2? Is there a 2? It's a 2. Can I get a 3? Can I get a 3%? Oh, there we go. Apparently we can. Captain, the Remans are jamming our sensors, but there is no way to determine where their base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Sensors are picking up a communication satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send someone to investigate the signal, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow them back to their base. We need to use the comm array up ahead. Modify it so we can get a signal. And inside this nebula, our shields go down, our sensors go down. It's a terrible thing. Okay, now we're back out of it. Let's head toward this satellite. Okay, the modifications are complete. When we trigger the transmission, the Reman should think it's from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There's a micro-nebula aft of our location. That should be sufficient to conceal the little ship's energy signature as we wait for the Remans. The name just fits so well for this ship. Okay, let's send the signal and see what happens. The signal worked. Reman scout ship is in range and it's moving to scan the area. I have a sensor lock on the Reman vessel. We'll be able to track it as when it goes to warp. Detecting a large energy buildup, sir. It's near the Reman ship. Romulans. The battleship is powering disruptors, Captain. Should we go to red? Captain, they're firing on the Reman ship. The scout ship's weapons and engines are damaged, sir. The Remans are cloaking, attempting to re-establish sensor lock. Captain, the Riemann ship has cloaked, but the engines are damaged and sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. They can't stay hidden for long. If we distract the Romulans, then the Riemanns will have a chance to decloak and go to warp. Otherwise, I don't think they can last long against the Romulans. If the Riemann vessel is destroyed, we'll lose our best chance at finding the base. Okay, we need to deal with the Romulan forces. Yeah, we can do that. Ops. Captain, incoming hail from the lead Romulan vessel. They know we're here. Putting it on the main view screen now.
Do you dare to test the might of the Romulan Star Empire?
Well, they're already firing on me. I can't even read it. You're a good distance out of the you off and those problems if you do so. Otherwise, we force that is for you. Okay, well, they're firing on me. They're not even giving me a chance to read.
Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%.
But they are dealt with quite easily in my little, not little ship. Now let's follow the Riemann scout. Captain, the Riemann scout ship has decloaked. They'll try to shake us, so we need to stay close until we get a lock on the warp signature. Okay. Well, they're not doing a very good shaking us. They are very damaged. And I can easily outrun them. Uh-oh, Romulans.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Nice. Romulan's gone. Uh-oh, where did the Riemann scout go? Oh, I think it warped away. Nope, it's right there. It's hiding. Very clever. Okay, now it warped away. Follow the Riemann scout. You got it. I'm not picking up any ships here, Captain, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are one or more cloaked ships in this area. Riemann cloaked ships can appear as concentrations of tetryon particles. I will continue scanning the area. There is something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensor radars are detecting a large underground installation. It could be very well the base that the Riemann resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield, though, so we can't transport inside. There's a series of caverns connected to the installation. We could send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumvent the shielding. Okay, let's go down. Figure out what's going on in this Riemann base. Captain, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is natural, but the base itself, it's a ship, the Derridex class. If my tricorder readings are correct, the Riemanns moved a derelict vessel into the cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Riemanns probably mined these tunnels for raw materials. I'm picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they are replicating ship parts or weapons. I'm not reading any way into the ship from here, though. We'll need to find an entrance. Okay, locate the base entrance. Sir, this cavern seems to be occupied by indigenous fauna. We should proceed with caution. Ooh. Like these things? And that thing. I might have forgotten to show you, but I have a ground captain ability that opened up. This is Security Escort 1, beam down 2 level 39 Security 1 escorts. So if I have a lot of enemies around me and I need help, I can beam down some security teams. Now, they don't last very long, they're very weak, but they do take some heat off of you and they do add to your damage and firepower, so it is something. The consoles in this room appear to operate the heavy machinery. Okay, the entrance should be just ahead. The tunnel leads directly into the main areas of the base, sir, but it's completely blocked. I wonder if a weapon on its highest setting could breach it. The gate is made of titanium alloy, Captain. There's no way a hand weapon will blast through it. We need something with a lot more power. Sir, did you see that mining laser? If it's operational, we might be able to modify it to do the job. I think the controls for the laser are on the other side of the wall. Oh, not that wall, but I will take whatever is in this crate. There's the laser. Let's activate it. Malfunction, engaging automatic shutdown. Uh-oh. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Now we've got to fix the mining laser. Captain, the mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to cut through titanium. I think there are several different ways we can fix this. Your career training will help. You only need to complete one of the career-based objectives to advance. So this is your career-based objective. If you're science, tactical, or engineering, it'll be different. I am tactical, so I get the tactical one. Your applied tactics instructor always told you to use whatever was available to get the job done. You think you could modify the power cell of a hand weapon to boost the output of the mining laser. Starfleet weapons aren't compatible, but the Remans might have left something suitable in the cave. Search the cave for an alternate power source. I need to collect weapon power supplies in the cave. So this is a cool little side thing here to do. I wonder if that's one of them. Yep, it is. Oh, and there's spiders. Ice spiders. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Do not like ice spiders. Okay, that's one of 3. Let's continue on. This looks like something. Power packs, yep, here we go. And something here. That's just a crate, but I'll take what's in it. And then here we go is the last one. More ice spiders. Gosh, I hate those things. And I'm damaged, so I can't scan. There we go. Okay. You have all the power cells you need, but before you can use them to boost the output of the mining laser, you will need to fuse them together and install a single control unit that is strong enough to handle the burst power without burning out. Now I need to use the lab to actually construct this thing. It's neat how they're making us do all these science-y things, technical things. This abandoned lab section was probably used to refine the ore the Remans collected while creating more spiders. Okay, place the power packs. Fuse the power packs. And take the fused power packs. Now we can go modify the mining laser. The combined power pack is ready for use. All you need to do now is install it in the mining laser. Excellent, so that's what we'll do. We solved a problem. Okay, modify laser. There's our accolade field strip for the tactical option. That did it, sir. Power to the mining laser is steady and it should be ready to fire. Great. Let's get this show on the road. And there we go. Should blast that door wide open. And it did. Okay. The path inside the Reman base is clear, Captain. The Remans will be alerted to our presence, so we will need to be careful. But I have a feeling that Obasek wants to see us. So, Obasek wants to see us, huh? Interesting. Sometimes your bridge officers get stuck there. Just make sure they come through. Now, the Remans should be friendly to us. I mean, they're not friendly, but they're friendly enough. They're not going to fire on us or shoot us, which is good. The Remans seem to have been expecting us. Perhaps we should have just knocked. We probably should have just knocked. It would have been a lot easier. For a second, he turned up as an enemy. That was weird. He flashed friendly and enemy at the same time. Now we can talk to these Remans too. This, well, when that's not in the way, what do you want? I will answer or I won't. Why do you follow Obasek? Obasek has a vision. He wants all Remans to be free from Romulan oppression. He wants us to have a world of our own, and not to have to beg for scraps from the Romulans' tables. Obasek will lead us to victory. I, for one, am happy to fight at his side. Are there people here who aren't happy? Many of the people here have lost family members to the Tal Shiar. It's hard to be happy without anything when all you're thinking about is what you don't have. And what do you want out of this war? I want out. I will fight by Obasek's side until we are free, but then I want to explore. I have had enough of despair. There are hundreds of ships that need a capable warrior. I will find one of them. I'll leave this space and never look back. Perhaps I will join the crew of a Starfleet vessel. Oh, wow. So these Remans just want their freedom. So what we're trying to do is find Obasek right now. One of these doors will lead into the place we want. I want peace, outsider, and I want quiet. All of my family and friends are dead. I have no stake in this rebellion. I fight because that is all I know how to do. But this battle is my last. When it is over, I will find someplace dark, and I will stay there for the rest of my days. Wow. Here we go. Obasek.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives.
Fight for our lives.
Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
We will be free. Okay, let's go talk to him.
My hope is that you are here to talk. But I am prepared for the alternative. The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Why are you doing this? Why fight the Tal Shiar?
Why? You ask why? This place is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones. They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly. Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Did Sela order these attacks?
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Sela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order? The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Sela despises what she cannot control. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
And why do you think the Tal Shiar are doing this?
Hakiv and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now. They whisper in the night for chaos and despair, and Hakiv gives them blood as tribute. Our blood. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Tell me more about these demons.
I have never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist. Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space. We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong. The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Do they now? Do you still have Thaleron weapons?
A small supply. They are terrible things. Weapons of war so horrible they should have never been invented at all. But they were. And my enemies are great. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Have you tried to find a peaceful solution?
There will be no peace. Not while Hakiv lives. This is not a problem that can be solved by diplomacy. Hakiv kills my people, I kill his. That is how it will be, until one of us is dead. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
What do you want from me?
We need your help. Talk to Starfleet Command. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance. Starships, soldiers, medicine, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Federation's aid. You claim to be an organization dedicated to freedom for all peoples. Tell me, will you help my people now? Is there anything else you wish to ask?
So this is where we get to make the choice. Surrender, and I will see that you are treated fairly. Or, I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. So this is an interesting question to ask, and I do know where it leads, because I've played this mission before, and one of them is going to lead toward us having to capture the Remans. The other one is trying to take down the Romulans. I've got to ask myself what Rami Summers would do. She's bright, she's smart, but she also hasn't been out there a whole lot long. Knowing the kind of character she is and that I would want her to be, she would say surrender and I will treat you fairly. She would go on to say that, you know, I don't know that she would let this go on like this. I'm not sure what she would do. Normally I pick the option, I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. But how about for a change of pace, we do surrender and I will see that you are treated fairly. I think that's something she would say. She would, you know, say surrender, you know, just being friendly, and I'll treat you fairly. You know, we'll treat you fairly. We'll hear your cause. I'll take you in front of Starfleet headquarters and we'll talk about this. That's what she would do.
I was afraid you would try something foolish. I understand why you have made this decision, but to attempt to detain me in my own stronghold... Surely your instructors at Starfleet Academy trained you better than that.
Uh-oh. Arrest Obasek. Uh-oh. Maybe she made a mistake.
It saddens me we will part on such hostile terms. We could have done great things together. But while I appreciate the moral quandary with which you wrestle, I am afraid my friends here will not.
Uh-oh.
Commander Rashna, execute Plan Beta. Farewell. If we meet again, perhaps you will reconsider your position.
Security forces transporting.
Uh-oh. She's in for it now. Maybe that wasn't the wisest decision to make. In their stronghold, he has a point. Okay, well, now we gotta defend ourselves. We have no choice.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Disable the transport inhibitor. Captain, we can't get a transporter lock to beam you and the away team back to the little ship. The Remans must have activated an inhibitor. Locate and disable the inhibitor. We can scan the Remans. You can beam him to your ship's brig once the transporter inhibitor has been deactivated. So we can beam Remans to our ship once the thing is deactivated. We're just knocking them out. We're not killing them, so that's something. Uh-oh. Let's call in security team.
Personal shield losing power.
That definitely helps.
Flanking damage detected.
Ow. Whoa, he flew. Oh no, that's not good. Zarva, you're down too, huh? Help.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Accolade complete. Cease and desist. The transporter inhibitor is down, and we can beam back to the ship whenever you are ready, Captain. The little ship is scanning for a vessel, but they haven't detected anything yet. If Obasek transported to a cloaked shuttle, he could already be out of the system. I think Obasek believes he's doing the right thing, but I simply cannot condone the use of Thalaron weapons, even in self-defense. If he doesn't reconsider his actions, I'm afraid that our next meeting won't be as cordial. We should report to Admiral Tanay, sir. She needs to know what you've discovered here. Indeed. Okay, report to Admiral Tanay at Starbase 39.
I sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakiv's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
Okay, well, let's take the Romulan Disruptor Split Beam Rifle, Mark 8. That sounds good.
Congratulations, Captain.
And we will end there. We are now level 39, literally 1 from 40. So like I said, these next couple of missions I'm going to play through and wait to upgrade our ship till after the complete Romulan story. But the next mission will be Colosseum. So that should be quite fun. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed Frozen. Stay tuned for the next one.